Hello everyone. I just want to do a quick video response for AngelDreamCrafts. I think it's Kim. She's having a challenge at the moment to make her two pockets. They can either be paper pockets or fabric pockets. The fabric ones she will use in future lace books, and I think the paper ones she will be using in junk journals. I'll put a link to the challenge in the description box below just so that you can get any information you want. I'm not really sure how well this video will turn out because I'm standing holding it, it's not on a tripod. I have nothing set up for crafting at the moment. So these pockets I've made have been made from my scraps, and literally all my scraps, because everything is still boxed up. This is paper that I wrapped my glassware and things like that in when we had our floors done, so I'm reusing it, and this is pretty much how I've made my pockets. I've a few layers of paper, and this is actually newspaper, the end rolls of newspaper. I have an end roll, and it's just about 4 layers of that. I've sewn the end there, and I'm just folding it up like that to make pockets, and then I sew straight up and straight up there once I'm done. So that's how I've made it. It's a bit wrinkly, but that's because it has been used, but I'm presuming the paper ones will go in junk journals, so that won't be a problem at all. So that's what I did, and the first thing I've made is just a little card, and this is just to put my details on the back. I put some tea-dyed paper on the back as well, and I've had to use my daughter's sewing machine, and it feels like I'm using a toy sewing machine. The stitching is not great. I'm so sorry, Kim, but if it's going in a junk journal, I really don't think that matters that great. The sewing machine, it only has one speed, and it's like flat out. It's just so fast. Anyway, all the fabrics are from my scrap bag, and anything else that's on here, the last things I packed away were, how you have containers on your desk and you throw all your bits and pieces? That was the last thing on my desk, and I kept that box. And so all these, like there's a little crystal in there, and there's a flower, and there's little odd bits and pieces and some buttons. They're all out of those scrap little pots that I have on my desk. The thread is a blue-grey, and that was actually in the machine, so I just left it and used it, and I've put some threads under there also. So she said she likes blues, so I'm hoping that's okay, just that little touch of blue. And I made a flower with my scraps, and that's a toggle flower under there, paper flower, and a little bit of applique back here, and then I've sandwiched some lace between it all. So that's just to put my information on. And then I've made 2 pockets. One is a small pocket. Kim did say as long as it's no bigger than, I think, 6.5 by 6.5, they can be any size you want. So I opted for a smaller one, and like I said, that's just made in the same way as I showed here. I've covered it in some scrap pieces of lace from my scrap bag, and they're not very big, as you can see. That's where it finishes. And because these are the paper ones, I'm presuming she's going to glue these to the page, or at least, down 2 sides, and maybe have a tuck or something behind it. So I have not done the back of them. I have put a bit of lace here that has tulle attached to it, and then I made a little snippet, not a very big one, a snippet roll with my scraps for these projects so that they would all coordinate. So that's a piece of it there. There's some more of the blue threads that I used, and there's a little sequin flower that was in my little scrappy pots on my desk. And the second one is the same. It's slightly bigger, and the flap has an angle on it. Once again, using the snippet and scraps of lace from my scrap bag. And that's some more of that chilled lace, and the back has not been finished, although I don't think it looks bad like that at all. So that can be glued on. This little flower was in my scrap bag. It was just a piece of this tulle, thin tulle that Louisa gave me some time ago, and it was already tied, so I stuck that on there. It's a little flower. It's a little wedding flower that was in my scrap pot, and a little Monty in the middle there. So they're my two pockets, and this is the little bit of a snippet that was left, so I'll throw that in. I'll send that to you also, Kim, because if you're putting them in a junk journal, at least you'll be able to use this on some pages or embellishments so that things coordinate nicely for you. So I will be getting that off to you this week, and I hope you like them. And I'm so sorry that I don't have all my supplies at the moment to make things with, but I'm quite happy the way they turned out anyway. And oh boy, did I enjoy crafting again. I really miss it. So hopefully I'll be able to do some more. Thank you for watching, everybody, and take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and my floors look so much better now. They have been done. I've unpacked just about all my house, but I cannot unpack my craft things until my daughter leaves at the end of the month. So I'll just have to do what I can do. And take care now. Bye-bye.